Such a nice view for a nice park, right? So this is one of my favorite parks I like to go to. This is in my hometown, Webster. It's called the Whiting Road Nature Preserve Park. And it's just really long, a lot of acreage, and a lot of these parks connect and go through the whole entire town to just up through other main roads into other large plots of land that are just tons of hills and woods, and really property that isn't able to be built on just because of how uneven it is. So it's made into trails, and the land that is left that is flat will eventually be turned into neighborhoods, because this town, every time I return, even if after a couple months, there's always something different. But anyways, I just wanted to make a little quick video. This is probably going to be one of the last YouTubes I do for at least a couple of months here in Rochester, New York. I don't mind my heavy breathing. I've been working out all day. This is my second time getting some steps in, and I'm just tired. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go down to Houston in about 2-3 days, and yeah, it's a 24-hour drive down there, and everybody thinks I'm crazy for driving, but I'm telling you, I don't have a schedule. I like driving. I like seeing new things. I like going through states I've never been through. You know, if you're on a plane, you're not stopping places, you know what I mean? And there's people that I network with and know, and people I make friends with, who I sometimes visit and stop places in between my main destination and from where I'm starting from. So it's really cool, man. Like, this is just a life I live. It's interesting. It's special to me. What I do for work is special to me. And I love it. So going down to Houston, I don't know how long I'll be there. Houston is a place for sure. I'm not really a huge fan of it per se. It's really freaking hot. The people are pretty rude. But I guess I'm probably not always the nicest person either, so it's alright. I'm used to New Yorkers, and that's what it reminds me of, even though it's in the South. But just so many work opportunities. You're in the mix of fitness. Like, you're really, really in the mix of fitness being there. And yeah, I can't stay in New York forever. I can't take forever to get my mind clear. I still have an apartment in Florida. I still have a lease till the end of December. So just gonna play things out and see how everything turns out. I don't really look too far into the future. I say day by day, because in my career, what I do for work, something can change literally tomorrow morning. Something can change in a week from now. Nothing is ever the same. It's hard for me to even say what will happen next week or 2 weeks from now, you know what I mean? But lots of content. I'm recording with a videographer with one of my clients who is IFBB Pro and going to the Olympia, and I'm not going to say a name, but I work with quite a few IFBB Pro bikini girls. I think it's like 7 or 8, and 2 of them are going to the Olympia. And yeah, it's just really cool work. Like, I started off getting basic influencers, starting out their accounts and helping them build from a couple hundred, a couple thousand to 20, 30,000. And now it's evolved into me working with people with higher followings and more status, I guess, in the industry. And it just happens to be bodybuilders and bikini girls I just have that connection with, and I know how to help them. And there's other people, obviously, other influencers. My main guy, John, the bodybuilding vegan, he's one of my friends, my coach. And, you know, he's one of my male clients that I've helped build up a lot. And definitely a friend at this point, someone I trust and know that I can rely on. So the fitness industry people, it's just a smaller version of Hollywood. Lots of lies, lots of greed, lots of jealousy. People are always jealous on the next man or woman who's on their come up. People will try to copy you and imitate you, which is kind of cool when that happens, because it knows you're doing something right. But so go to Texas for an indefinite amount of time. I was planning on 4 or 5 days, but if I end up liking it there and I feel I'm not blowing through money, I will stay longer, just between Alpha Land and all the gyms. And I'm going to hopefully check out Austin this time, even if it's just for the day. And yeah, and so basically I plan on going back to Florida from there and training at Pack Animal Fitness and going back to my life that I had in Florida. But things are always different and always changing for me, and I have to adjust to life the way the demands come at me. So that's that. You know, you guys see me on my YouTube channels or on my YouTube channel and my Instagram channel of me doing a lot of walking on these trails. And I never do cardio in the gym. No one ever sees me on a Stairmaster or anything like that. You're always gonna see me outside doing my cardio. I grew up near this area of woods, this land, and I've always enjoyed walking outside at nighttime, in the morning, in the woods, especially because I grew up near the woods. And people wouldn't expect that, looking at me thinking I'm such a nature guy and a woodsman, but don't worry, I'm not the all primal liver king or anything like that, but I definitely agree about being outside more and trying to get outside more. Yeah, it just gets boring when you're stuck inside. Unfortunately, when I'm in Florida, that's why I love walking here. I love being here because I can walk, and there's just so many different parks. In the one town that I stay in while I'm here, where my family lives, every single town has a bunch of different trails that you can walk on. It's freaking awesome. In Florida, they're all very short, half a mile or a mile, and loops, nothing interesting, no woods, no hills, so it's really boring. And I've never really stopped too many other places in between my travels because I'm always trying to get from one place to the next. And I'm not really on a rush on this trip, so we'll see what happens. But I really appreciate all the people that started following me on my Instagram and started following me on here on YouTube and started watching these videos and showing me support. Especially the younger guys that go to Webster Thomas High School, where I graduated from. You guys are awesome. I always like helping with information and knowledge on how to make this happen, so you guys always know you can reach out to me whenever. And yeah, it was awesome being able to meet so many different young guys coming up to me, asking me how I did all of this, and thanking me for following them back and stuff like that. And I never cared to be a role model or to inspire people like that, but I feel I have a position now, being, in my early 30s and turning into a mature grown man, to set an example for some of these younger guys on how you can make it happen and how not to conform to basic, the basic routine that most people go through their whole entire lives. Why not change it up? Why not take a chance like I did? Having freaking felonies and no college degree. I'm sure people that don't have felonies and have a college degree should have a better chance than me, right? That's what we're led to believe. I don't believe that, obviously, because I'm making it happen. But again, thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting me, all the new followers and people that I gained here while I was in Rochester. I really appreciate your support, and more so will going forward. Keep in mind, I've only been doing this for not even a year and a half now. I've only been releasing these YouTube videos now regularly and steady since I've been here in Rochester for the past month and a half. So I'm going to keep it going. There might be some periods of days where I don't release one every 3-4 days, but I'm always going to try to release 1 or 2 videos a week. And as time goes on and I figure out my permanent situation going forward, I'm going to be floating around a lot for the next couple of months, especially till my lease is done. So again, thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. Please watch my Instagram. Lots of great things are on the way. Stay tuned.